is Void of Insanity, 32 star. This is the 100% category for a little bit of a light Kaizo, treading into Kaizo territory hack that I decided to run because I thought the hack was pretty solid when I played through it for the first time. I've been running it for some time now. I've completed several runs, and my PB is of 43 minutes and 12 seconds. My sum of best is 35 minutes and 39 seconds. So I'm hoping to crush it. But I'm certain we could at least make estimate consistently. But yeah, this is the run I wanted to do the other day, and I was pretty defeated because my internet took a nosedive. So I'm hoping that I could show it off pretty well here, and maybe get some future runners interested or something. I don't know. At the very least, I'm hoping to showcase it. Thank you for the good luck. Whoever's hosting, I guess I'll count down from 5 and I'll say go, and I'll reset at that time and we can start it up then. Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, that was a little bit of a long reset there. Alright, let's go. Alright, so the first thing I do here is I go straight for course 2. There's a level in here, which is the metal cap stage, which we'll need for several stars in the game, including some stuff in course 2. So we're gonna go straight for that, right off the rip. I like to change this camera, it helps me pivot Mario. Alright, now we gotta do a series of wall kicks without accidentally false ledge grabbing any of these things on the left or right sides here. Looks like we're in the clear. Some more wall kicks up here, and then the pipe will be awaiting us right here. Alright, this looks like, this stage is like kinda inspired. It looks as if it would be inspired by like, Treasure World stuff, perhaps. Alright, so here's our metal cap. It's not a very long stage, it's just very linear. I like to jump right off here because it kind of sets me up for this next long jump I'm gonna go for, instead of being like on the awkward switch positioning. I'm gonna take one lava bounce here. Oh, that stinks. Alright, at least we spawned right out here. I was really hoping I wouldn't die for the first 2 stars, but the Sniffit was in a bad position there. It's okay though. Most of the potential time save stuff comes later in the run. This hack has a few stars that are extremely difficult. Eternal Purple Void Reds, which is course 4 reds in this hack. You guys will get to see it when I get to it, because like I said, this is a 100% category, and so the reds in that level will be in this, and they're extremely difficult. Alright, there we go. That's not a big hiccup, honestly. It does stink, but it's actually okay. Alright, so since the level warps us back here, we're just going to continue this path. This level's rather linear. But yeah, all the main courses have 7 stars, and there's also hundreds in this hack, but, well, quote-unquote hundreds. They're actually 75s. Why that number? I'm not certain. I like to let the slope drag me over here and carry that momentum. Alright, now we got some tricky slopes. Nothing too tricky, but scary enough. Now, you would imagine we're probably going for the star. We're not. We'll come for the star later. There's another star at the end of this path. There it is. Nice. Meant to do a ground pound there, but we'll take that. I was thinking about it for a while. I think I want to collect the other stars before going for reds and hundreds. Normally in my runs, I go for reds and hundreds immediately at this point. But I'll just go ahead and show off some of the other stars first. So it's like a bunch of tiny trials. The levels are really compact. They're not very large in this game, which is pretty nice, honestly. So it's like a bunch of little trials. This is course 2. The reds in this level are honestly one of the harder reds. There's not a lot of stages. There's Metal Cap 4 main courses, the overworld, and then there's like the final stage. Everything coming up to a total of 32 stars. But yeah. Alright, so we got like a little tricky backflip into like a lava bounce thing here. There we go. It's a well-hidden star, but nothing too difficult. It's easy to like mess up the backflip into the fire, and sometimes you could pop them out if you don't have like the correct angle. It's happened to me in a few runs. Alright, so now we're gonna go on this path. Here, the trick is you want to stay low. And he should pop right into place. As you can see, we're going to have to come here for reds as well. Alright. I'm going to go for the last star before reds and hundreds. And hopefully that will have warmed me up for the rest of this. Some of the movement for this run is pretty cool. When we get to Eternal Purple Void, when it comes to reds in that stage, that's more of like just an endurance test, so it might not be the fastest. Although my gold is Deathless, and it's a pretty impressive one, I think. But, it's still got room for improvement, like speed, technique implemented in between. But some of that stuff, the star is like of a tier of difficulty that like, it's more like just try not to die versus like trying to go insanely fast. Which is the nature of like Kaizo stuff sometimes. But yeah, I honestly thought this was a troll star when I first played this hack, because I was like, why is that star right here on this path? What is the level of difficulty of this? I'm not really good at like gauging stuff like that, but it's not like the hardest thing ever. But Eternal Purple Voids, the final stage reds, those 2 stars are pretty high in difficulty. Whoops. I guess when I get to Eternal Purple Void reds, you could be the judge of it for yourself if you'd like. It's a pretty hard, difficult star. Alright. Let's just be careful. If you get enough height, you could just swing right into the wall kicks there. Then we'll loop around, and on this first stage, we got KSLGs. So we're gonna want to get some speed, long jump, ledge grab. I'm gonna do one more. Oh, okay. It's okay. Not the end of the world. It's pretty early on. It's better to die with early into reds attempts versus like far into it. Simple mistake, but Kaizo's simple mistakes can cost you. I got a little low there. A little too close for comfort. Alright. I think I'll grab this on the jump. Yeah. Alright. This should be enough to make it. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Then I do like a triple jump up here. There's a little red tucked away in here that you gotta make sure not to forget. Early into me running this, I would forget it. I changed my route for hundreds here. I skipped half of the blues over there. You really don't need them. There's, like, with the hack having 75, and some of the stages being quite compact, you don't usually need to be too, like, strict on, like, coin collecting. It's a little bit of a tricky red. Fortunately, these are, like, lava bounce parts, so you don't have to worry too much with that. Alright, now you want to do like a nice little angle to get some speed here, because like if you go on a straight angle it's safer, but you won't be able to like manage to get across as fast. There we go. A little bit risky. That angle could have went wrong, but we got it. Alright, so we got 2 reds left. I saved this red for now. If I get this red now, then I'm going to spawn the star in an awkward spot, and it's going to be very hard to recover. It's definitely the hardest red of the level, but because of how linear you can see the stage is, we really don't have another choice but then to do it this route. Okay, so now the last tricky part is just getting back. Okay. Nice. We can still up, so I won't jinx anything yet. I got the 75 star. Just long jump over here. Ledge grab. Long jump. Okay, and that's course 2. So from here, we're going to get a little bit of a break. This is probably harder than the next 2 courses coming up. This next course is definitely tricky. It has about 2 tricky stars if you include reds. But it's actually not too difficult. It pales in comparison to this stage. And then after this, we'll go to course 1, which is by far the easiest stage if we don't if we don't include the metal cap stage, which is pretty free. So hopefully the stage goes well. I have thrown a run to this level before, and relatively recently too, so I'm gonna go for reds, I think, last. So here there's a hidden part. You spawn right on the lava, so you can just lava bounce and use the boost on the quicksand there and go right for the star. I kind of like this level. It's pretty neat. It's really small, which is like not bad, honestly. It's got a few difficult stuff, but nothing too crazy. Alright, so this star likes to trip me up sometimes. This is like light teamwork with the enemy. But we'll take a lava bounce here. You could skip all of them, essentially. So you want to make sure you get a good lava, get the right spot here. There we go, perfect. I've actually thrown runs to constantly missing that. There's like a little sweet spot in that middle area on the right side there. It's pretty tricky. You got to make sure you have the right positioning as well as like the correct height. Alright. So I'm gonna go for this free star over here. With a good lava bounce, you could actually swing right into the star, but it's been a little while since I've been able to actually do that. As you can see, I didn't do it right there. I'm also a little bit afraid of overcommitting and actually not making it and just falling off the ledge. To that star, that'd be like so silly. I'm gonna take an extra bounce just to be safe here. You could probably go straight forward with it. These blocks are slow sand. As you can see, they stunt your jump a bit. Here we need the metal cap. We're gonna take some lava bounces. You can skip that cube up there and just go straight for this one. I need some water. I was really excited for this run, and I'm glad I got a chance and an opportunity to showcase it after the catastrophe of me trying to run it last time. Yeah, my internet just took a nosedive that day. I've been having a lot of fun with this, and I want to continue grinding this hack until I get my sub 40-minute time. What a save that was. We don't need the metal cap here, but I just grabbed it for some reason. That's not what I meant to do. Go for the wall kick ledge grab. So here we got a little bit of just be careful with these wall kicks. Don't want to ledge grab down there, or it's just a rip. QSLG, jump over, grab the star. It wasn't invisible CB. It's those platforms have slow sand, and I just had a bad jump. Alright, so now we'll go for reds and hundreds. At least I don't think it was an invisible wall, unless I just missed it and it was. So we got 2 reds right from the start here, and if you notice, there's a blue coin switch here too. We're gonna skip one of the blues intentionally, and hopefully it's the only one I miss. That first one we're gonna intentionally skip. You can get it, you can get them all, but if I grab them all and grab all the coins in the beginning, I will risk spawning the stars somewhere troublesome. And we don't want to do that. We can long jump all the way to this coin. Alright, I'm a little quiet at the moment because I just want to focus here. This is where the star gets a little tricky. We're not out of the woods yet. Coming back from here is a little tricky. I have a pretty consistent setup though. Just watch the shadow there, line it up. Don't go too high, get up here, jump dive. Ground pound because it's a super slick slope. So, yeah. Getting out of here is a little tricky. Because you can't ledge grab this. And the bottom part too. Okay. There we go. I like to spawn the star right here. Then another lava bounce will get us here. We should have enough time to just go straight for the red and come back. Now we have to make it all the way back to the beginning. Because I took damage here, I want to be safe. I'm going to grab the metal cap, and we can long jump straight to this platform. Get a long jump here. Now, when I get here, I like to use the D-pad cam to like position an angle where I won't accidentally get that like weird jump on the slope. And there it is. That's course 3. It actually went really well. And following my splits here, I'm actually ahead of my PB time, which is good. I didn't gold though, but we're doing good, is what I'm saying. So here, we just go in this direction over here. We're going to go to course 1. Course 1 has maybe 1 difficult star, and I'm going to go for that early. And it's not Reds and Hundreds. Reds and Hundreds is actually relatively free. You want to have a good angle here. This is the hardest star in course 1. Changed my mind. There we go. The hard part is not false ledge grabbing, and we didn't do it, so that's pretty good. There's maybe one other star that could trip me up, and I hope it doesn't happen. We'll see, though. So, anyone wondering how hard this hack gets, the stage after this is the one. And if the regular stars in that stage don't convince you, just wait for the red coin star, which I always do last. I do it last just to prepare myself, because it's a tour of the stage style star. So if you're wondering why the estimate's 1 hour and 10 minutes, it's because of the final stage, essentially. It can go bad. It can really go bad. I've practiced it a lot, and in my my gold, I've actually first tried Reds and Hundreds in that attempt. But with these kind of runs, honestly, things can go south very fast. So we hit that switch and it opens up the gate here. I like to do a triple jump so I don't accidentally false ledge grab. Or not ledge grab, just ledge grab in general. It's not a false ledge grab. Maybe estimate was generous. Well, the nice thing is, since I'm like essentially the last run right now, if I crush it, I guess it'll go well. Honestly, my average run doesn't go as well though. Like, maybe it was generous though. Maybe just a bit. Like I said, my PB is 43 minutes and 12 seconds. It's just not often that most of my runs hit that time. This hack doesn't have forward D-pad cam, so what I do is I do that, and then I allow it to D-pad cam, because it's really tricky. I guess the creator, Goop, is a fan of these like blind wall kick segments. You're going to see more of it in the next course. There's a few segments where there's red coins you will have to collect without being able to see Mario wall kick. And it's a little frustrating. Even the final stage has it, and as you can see, course 1 right here has a segment like it. There's really no good camera for that setup. Alright, so this star is titled Our Old Friend or whatever. It's an old reunion with the boss. An old boss. And if this guy's a hint towards it, that's stomping around. So we got a nice little recovery heart to help us make it up here. We're gonna have to do his dialogue twice because there's a red coin behind this pillar. All the other reds are in one central area, but there's one right here to trick you up. Or trip you up, rather. Alright, and that's that fight. It's pretty simple. Star spawns right up here, so nothing to worry about. Alright, now the pit section that contains 7 of the reds actually has a lot of coins. Like, I think I counted 64 coins you can grab in the pit alone. So for that reason, we're actually going to skip the blue coin switch entirely. I actually just like to grab about 3 coins here, and then kill the Womp, and then just go straight for the Reds and Hundreds. And it's usually a safe way to do it. I'm curious to see if I can like reroute some of my Reds and Hundreds stuff in some of these stages to maybe go a little bit faster. I'm not very certain though, but this was definitely a step up from what I used to do. So this box is act specific. It spawns the shell that you'll need to collect this stuff from the quicksand. You can't get it any earlier, so enjoy this nice shell relaxing music. Because next is going to be very intense level with not so relaxing music. I go for the coin ring at that area you saw to my right over there last. I don't think I need those. 3 plus 5. I have exactly enough. If I'm doing math right, because 8, yeah. Yeah, okay. This is actually a gold for me. Not by much, but it is a gold. Yeah, by about like 5 seconds. Let's go. Alright, now we're entering the hardest stage. I'm gonna do all the other stars prior to the red coin star. If I do end up crushing this level and severely destroying Estimate, I apologize for that. I wanted to play it safe because this level can go one of 2 ways. I'm really, fingers crossed, praying, hoping it goes well. I practiced the crap out of it. I really hope I can do well with it. I got it 2 times in 4 attempts off stream today. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Gotta get it out early, you know? It's actually still PV pace even with that 1 death because it wasn't like, it didn't lose too much time off of it. Just gotta focus. This is the hardest stage of the hack. Harder than the last level too. Alright, so here you want to do like a triple jump, but let him gain the height before holding forward, otherwise you'll collide with the box. Then you want to do a jump dive, roll out, and there you go. The stars are relatively short except for the Reds grind. The Reds grind is pretty hard. Or pretty long, I meant. Okay, eye contact, I'll go for that one next. That's an eyeball fight. So we got a heave-ho here. That's a little scary when it comes to reds and hundreds, but for now, he's not too much of a threat. Now, you're going to see me, every time I get to this section, I'm going to pause a bit. It's to check the checklist placement. He moves around a bit, and if he grabs you, I don't actually know if you can even save the attempts. He's killed every attempt he's grabbed, but he doesn't grab me as often anymore. I'm pretty, the pausing, when you get a little bit of height, you want to get the height first with the wall kicks, because otherwise, it won't, the camera will be too low to see where he's at. But it's a good way to like check his positioning, and based on where he's positioned, you'll know which part of the wall kick you want to end up on at the very last part. Because if you ledge grab the edge he's on, he'll grab you every time. Okay. Alright, so the section I'm going to now is probably the part that scares me personally when it comes to reds the most. So here we're going to use audio cues to hear where the heave-ho's at. And then we're just going to skip them. For reds, we try to knock them down. There's strats to knock down all the heave-ho's in this level. But it's not necessary for the stars since we don't have to... we're not like really worried about like reds or anything. So as you saw, there's reds here. That you see that star on the bottom of Mario there? It's like fading in and out. That star is actually a warp. So we'll use that to get back to the center area during the reds attempt. I really hope we crush reds in this level today, because it feels like the marathon's kind of been like a catastrophe for me recently. I've had a lot of issues going on recently, and the marathon's been a little rough for me, so I'm hoping this is the run that'll shine for me. Alright, so here we're going to go on this path again, but instead we're going to go forward. So I go for the bomb clip here, because if I fail the bomb clip, there's a backup star. Okay, we failed it. It's okay. If he explodes before you, like, can clip, you can't clip even if you're holding him, like you saw there. Which is okay, there's a backup star over here. As you can see, there's reds here too, so reds will be tricky. Alright, the star's gonna be right up here. Okay. And also, if I fail it again this next time, it's okay, because if I go on that slope and then turn around instead of going for that wall kick part, you can come back and respawn the bomb. It's actually not too long, but every time you miss the bomb, you're probably losing 10 seconds, though. Maybe, that might be a stretch. It's probably somewhere between 7 and 10, I'd imagine. So it's not ideal. It's not the hardest bomb clip either. So hopefully we can just get it right now. Okay, we messed up again. So now I get to show off how to respawn them. Just come here, turn around. You have to do this for reds anyways, just like strat, so I'm pretty consistent with coming back. Sometimes you can get the immediate ledge grab, but if you gotta do a wall kick, usually you're okay. Alright, didn't clip. Let me just turn around. That's a ledge grab right there, see? That's not enough. Oh, we got... What? That's insane! What? That bomb was so tiny, dude. I can't believe that worked. I was already about to say how that wasn't gonna work. Wow, that's awesome. Alright, well, here's the grind. Pray for me, boys. I really hope this works. I've been on the pursuit for a sub 40 for some time now. Alright. It's a very difficult star. Alright. So, since we have a warp that takes us back here anyways, I like to come here early. I tackle this in a route with the route that makes sense, but also tackles what I struggle with. So you didn't hear a noise, my coin count didn't go up, so that means I gotta do this again. There's a coin in here. We got it that time. This red's really tricky too. Okay. It's all about controlling that lava move, that bounce movement. So that bomb section is actually what I like to do last. Here, I like to jump down, grab some of these coins. And by some of them, I mean all of them. You gotta slowly progress to this red coin, but also pay attention to that heave-ho noise. Alright, now I like to double back. Heave-ho will most likely fall at this point. There he goes. He'll RKO you if you're not prepared for it. From out of nowhere as well. Alright, so we got one more blind wall kick. This coin is extremely low, and you won't be able to see it. Oh, we failed. Damn it, dude. Okay, it's okay. That's probably the hardest coin, which is why I try to go there a little bit early. Okay. Whew. If I can get that this try, man, we stand a chance. Yeah, that coin I died to, in my opinion, is just easily the hardest coin. It's extremely low in that pit, and it comes after a QSLG as well, and you have to, like, do the wall kicks without being able to see. Like, at least this one's usually like, just, like, 2 to 3 wall kicks at the max. That one is, like, a series of wall kicks. Usually, once you get the rhythm going, it's not so bad. But it's also not home free out of that point. Yo, Mystery Monkey, thanks for dropping by, man. I appreciate it, man. Sincerely. Appreciate everyone who came out for this. Alright. Doing my best. We got a pretty good run going. I think even if we don't PB, I'm happy with this run, you know? So you want a ledge grab. Got a little low. Got the coin. Are you convinced that that's the hardest coin yet? You don't want to go there yet. You always want to approach this part with an angle. I think I'm about to have to wall kick. Oh no, there we go. Alright, now I've done it before. I've totally done it. I've grabbed that coin by mistake. Alright, so now we're gonna go for this section. Evo's already ending his cycle, which is nice. I'll do a triple jump dive just to be safe. We're gonna grab the Chuckya here. Now, actually, because of the timing of the metal cap and how short it is between here and there, if you actually grab the metal cap on the way over, you'll have enough time to do the lava bounces on the way back. And it saves you a little, it's just like minuscule time, but like it's a speedrun, right? So it saves me the time of grabbing the metal cap again and breaking the box and all that shenanigans. So if you're lucky, which I'm lucky, the Heave-Ho, you remember over here, he fell already. If you're lucky, he falls on his own with the movement if you do the section later instead of early, which is another reason to do this later. Alright, so now paying attention to Chucky's placement comes into play big time. Okay. Alright, so I want some of his coins, as many as I can get, so I'm gonna walk over, I'm gonna throw them here. That was not ideal, but I'm not gonna worry about the other coins. There's still plenty. Alright, so this part kind of sucks, because we're gonna have to come here at least twice if I don't miss the coins. That's assuming I don't miss coins. Right. So there's 2 reclimbs here because of where these coins are placed, as you can see. Trying to be a little fast, since we did take a death to Reds earlier, and I would love to PB. Alright, so here we go. We gotta do this at least one more time. Now for this red. That should work. Now the final stretch, boys. So for me, I like to do like a little bit of a D-pad action here. I like to land low. No, you're kidding. Oh, that sucks. Okay, it's whatever. I don't think we can PB now. Oh, that sucks. That stinks. Normally that works. You just like jump back onto it. It's alright. If we don't game over, that would be pretty impressive. I'm not discouraged by it. Sucks that we didn't get hundreds at least first. That blue coin switch would have gotten us there. No worries. It's still a fantastic run, honestly. It's a very hard stage, like I said. Sometimes it just happens. But we're at least playing the stage consistently. Didn't get the red there, but I'm gonna go for this one right now. Okay. Same as usual. Usually because of, like, Heave-Hos, I don't think they move when they're, like, out of draw distance. I'm not 100% certain on that. But, so he's usually on the correct cycle every time. Then you just try to make him fall here. Or at least when he's done moving. Okay, that was close. Because if he fell there, he might have actually gotten me. This stage is mostly an endurance test. It's got some tricky stuff to it, though. Okay. Whew. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. I really don't want to keep joking. That was very close, dude. He almost got me, man. He almost yeeted me. Okay, we're good. Alright. Fingers crossed that the Heave already fell. It looks like he did. Normally he does. But once in the blue moon, he's still just waiting for you. This arch is a little tricky. Especially the later you do it, because you get a little bit of the nerves. At least if you're like me. There we go. Do a few wall kicks. Pause. So I want to stay on this end. Oh man, that scared me. I might change the heave or to check his position. I didn't. Oh, that was tight. That made my stomach sink, dude. Okay, there we go. Time for the cone part again. Fingers crossed, hopefully we get it this time. Everything's just hard enough that it's almost always chokeable. But I've certainly improved since when I first played it. I think my first casual playthrough, I spent like 5 hours on this stage because of reds. Okay. Alright, so triple jump. I'm gonna have to come back here one more time because of blues. There's plenty of blues, but we don't need all of them. Let's grab this row here. Alright. Not out of the woods yet. Very close there. So here's our last segment of lava bouncing. As long as you get enough to get 1 health, that's all you need. They gave me 1 extra point, and that's all I needed. That's actually usually what I end up with. I don't know if there's a way to get more. Fingers crossed, boys. I like to change the D-pad cam to line up. We freaking did it, guys! Michelle, let's go. It's not PV pace anymore. I can't PV, but we did it, dude. Oh, man. Alright. So, one of my more recent runs, I did fold to the last stage, so we're not done yet. But that's the hardest thing. Last stage is a little tricky, but, we'll see. We gotta grab some overworld stuff right now, though. So we got a wing cap switch here. And we're gonna grab both overworld stars right now. Yeah, we're eating estimate, dude. I was really trying to. I was really hoping I'd get the sub 40 on this stream, to be honest, but it's okay. That's a goal I'll shoot for in the future. When I get sub 40, I think I'm done with the category. I pushed it a bit. I think I pushed it a good amount. My sum of best is a 35, 34. But if I get any 30, anything, I'll be happy. Yo, what up, Veggie? Only one of those boxes breaking. That was the correct one right there. So what I like to do here is a little cheeky. I like to do a backflip and hold it, because it actually just sends you all the way up here, which is like now you're facing the correct way to just set up for a triple jump into a fly part. Just end up here, and then just lava bounce up here, and then we're on to the final stage and the final star. Now this level can go bad too, although it's just much easier than the last stage. This stage isn't exactly free either. It has 1 star, and of course it's reds. Because why wouldn't it be? There's a red in that pit, as you heard, we just collected it. This is all quicksand, not lava, as you can see. Heave-ho, up to shenanigans as always. And now we got a patch of quicksand here, so you want to make sure you get some speed. Triple jump here. Jump dive. Now, for anyone who's watched my streams of this run and seen my QSLG strat for the end, we're trying the wall kicks for the first time. I've been practicing them a good amount, and I've actually gotten relatively consistent with them. Here you want to loop around. Don't try to go under. I tried to go under for so long, and I used to throw so many of my runs. I've heavily improved on this level, and I'm very proud of it. So here you just want to be conscious of the heave-ho's position before you go for the arch. A little risky to not go back and try again, but yeah. Yeah, it is actually a key too, funny enough. But yeah. Get our health. Go for a long jump. I try to jump once I hit the top. Simple straight long jump will get the job done here with a little bit of straining. Also, for whoever's doing time, I've always timed it after, I believe it's supposed to be timed after it fades away, because there's a key and not a grand star, so time will be after the fade out, and I'll call it. So I'm actually going for the wall kicks here. I've never done them in an actual attempt yet. Oh, dang it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm willing to go for it one more time before giving up and going for the QSLG strat. Those wall kicks are extremely tough. I've gotten relatively consistent with them, I believe. So I'm okay if, ooh, this is a weird angle. We saved it. That's good. It's a relatively short level, so it's okay. What I used to do, though, is I used to wall kick off the first 2 parts for that last part, and I'd just QSLG around. I think doing just the wall kicks and not dying could save me maybe like 20 seconds. 15, 20, I think. Because the QSLG method is really slow. You gotta change the angle, you gotta do them, and everything. But it's safe, kind of. Even though I would choke it sometimes still. But I finally learned the wall kicks, even though I died to them. We won't die to them again, I'm pretty confident of it. Whoops. Didn't want to take fall damage there. This is a pretty cool final level, I think. It's relatively short, decent challenge, pretty cool aesthetic. I mean, it's pretty generic, I guess, but like, I like it. I think it's a fun speedrun. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's people in here right now who would, like, beg to differ because I'd be modding in stream sometimes when I run this. But, like, it's kind of fun as far as, like, Kaizo speedrunning stuff goes. And I recommend it. I think it'd be cool to have some competition for it. Alright, so let's do the little setup I had earlier. Ledge grab. Go like that. Bam. 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 Do one more. We got it, guys. I don't think I'm messing up now. Let's go! Now we just gotta not mess this up. The camera gets a little weird. Alright, and I believe we got it, boys. So the fight's all that's left. I shouldn't mess this part up. There's a recovery heart here. Go for the long jump. Hold back. As long as you hold back all the way, he should be able to bounce off the quicksand onto the platform here. And it's not a slope, like stick slope, so. Under 50 minutes, this is pretty impressive. This is a pretty impressive run. I'm happy with this. So here we have a generic Bowser 2 fight. And yeah, so time will be when it fades out. I'll call it. I like to switch to Mario Cam here because Lakitu Cam is kind of busted in this fight in particular. Grab the tail. What? Oh, what? Well, what even, dude? I can't even be mad at that. That was so silly. And that's Void of Insanity 32 star, guys. Severely underestimate. I do apologize for that. But yeah, there it is. And time's coming up right now, so it'll be time. And that's a 45:59, at least on mine. Or around there.
Thank you so much.
I might have been too fast though. I don't know. 46:02 is not a bad run. My first run was like 1:15 or something like that. Better safe than sorry, for sure, for sure. But yeah, that's Void of Insanity 2. I highly recommend it as a speed game, and if you haven't played it casually, I think it's a pretty cool Kaizo hack, man. And thank you everyone for just tuning in for this. I'm very happy that this run at least went well for me as opposed to the other stuff I did this marathon. Yeah. Void of Insanity 2. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. But yeah, that's Void of Insanity, guys. It's a pretty fun little Kaizo speed run. Sometimes Purple Void goes well, sometimes it doesn't. And I think it went well. It's not always deathless. That was great. I'm glad, guys. I appreciate this. Thank you, SRM, for hosting such an amazing show. And I'll probably be in chat lurking as I do. But yeah. Hope everyone enjoys the finale of the marathon. And hope you guys have a good week as well. Peace.